We should be ready to go. Coffee and Kush TV. What's up, family? We in the building. What's up? Just around that time of the year, you start investigating Black Lives Matter. And here we go. Here we go. You start doing a little investigation. The people got questions. It's either the Democratic Party or the Marxist left-hand movement. They're going to come out here and start this riff-raff. And people all in my chat room early. And I will give people time today to make a call in. Do not be in my chat room with this extra conversation, auntie. Because you can see it coming a mile away if you've been in this classroom long enough. What's happening? What's happening, fam? A beautiful day in paradise. Sad thing that happened up in Minnesota. Once again, but right on time. Right on time. Y'all not about to use y'all loud auntie voices over what reality is. You're not about to do it here. This is not where you be in your feelings. You better get out your feelings before you come over here. I'm trying to tell you, you better get out your feelings before you come to class today. Because I ain't got no tolerance for no Democrats. Trust me, I got no tolerance. I ain't got no tolerance. If you've been here long enough, you should know what this is. I got another live stream that I got to knock out dealing with King Von, Press One, and his manager of him and YMW Melly, and I want to knock this one out first. So if you want to participate in this live stream, you got something to say, which you should. If you're African American, you should know if you're in this classroom, it's something called participation. This is a real participation classroom. Shout out to my support group early in my Cash App. We doing a damn thing. You feel me? 424-209-9506. It's going to get to a point. I want it to a point where I don't even got to say nothing. Y'all, the public, just call in with the information, especially my students. Now, Ben Crump and Black Lives Matter. Let me say this again. Ben Crump done brought George Floyd family out here with the family of this situation. I love it. I love it.
Accept, press 1.
Coffee and Kush TV. Turn the music down. What is it? What is this? What is this? Coffee and Kush TV, you on air, what up?
Okay. Lay it on. Hello?
Could you turn the music off, please?
Yeah. Will do. Yo, so I'm sorry.
What's up?
I tried to call like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
I love you. You are a very intelligent man. But you miss a lot of the finance stuff. Don't hate on black men just because you don't call in. You hate on us a lot.
Sir,
we make businesses you don't know about.
Sir, just all you got to do is talk about the subject matter. Whatever you is.
I'm talking about the subject.
Hold on.
The $1 trillion you've been searching for.
Hold up. See how I got to cut him off? Y'all see one button, cut him off? I don't play no game. I got buttons now.
Yo, you coming?
You see that shit? I don't got to listen to these.
It's $1 trillion you've been searching for.
You're going to call in and be respectful towards the host. Don't call in about 2 weeks ago. I don't know you. I don't give a damn.
$1 trillion.
You call in about the specific show at hand. You're not teaching nothing. You are participating and seeing if you got the right answer. I ain't never heard no woman call my show and tell me what I bet and I do. That's the problem with men in America. They become weak. Now,
that's
sir,
not the problem,
what's your opinion, sir? Go ahead.
It's no opinion.
Sir, just go ahead.
$1 trillion is what you've been searching for like
I have.
a month and a half.
Okay. So you might have the $1 trillion. All right, baby boy. So what's your name and where you calling from? Nice to meet
Yes,
you.
I'm baby boy. I'm 28, not as old as you. I'm sorry. I'm a young black man. I know you got to hate on that.
Why do I gotta hate on the black
Reality
man,
is-
bro? I'm not hating on no damn black
That's
man.
the reality of our situation, sir.
Come on, sir.
That's the reality
Yeah.
of subversion of a culture.
So what do I have to hate on the black man for?
It's not you have to, it's you do.
What do I hate on the black man?
But the $1 trillion you're searching for,
Sir, before we get to the $1 trillion,
you are thinking
tell me,
the
sir,
$1 trillion
nobody can
you've
hear
been
you.
searching for.
Let me know what the heck I'm hating on first. First, what the hell I'm hating on?
You hate on black men. You said our
How?
businesses ain't nothing.
No, I didn't,
I'm
sir.
censoring
Do not
myself
lie on me, sir.
easy.
I did not say that, sir.
No,
I would
you
never say that. I'm a black businessman. Why would I say our businesses ain't nothing, sir? Why would you lie on me, sir?
You said that once, like a month to 3 weeks ago, something like that. I'm on Patreon, dude. I've been listening to you.
Go
Like,
ahead.
I
Even
love-
though you're
you are
making
an
up things,
intelligent man.
go ahead, sir. Just
I'm
long
not
as you're
making stuff up. Don't be sensitive.
Go ahead, sir.
The $1 trillion you've been searching for.
I ain't been searching for it. I've
You're
been
not a
asking my
finance
classroom.
person. I'm a finance person. You've been
Sir.
searching for that $1 trillion.
Let me find it. God damn it. Get out of here. Worried about no $1 trillion. So what? Zzz. I worried about that. You see that? That's why I encourage black men, brothers, to call in, especially brothers that fuck with me. Don't sit back and laugh at him. Take over. They know that what I'm talking about is real and it's true. And I'd rather you call in and counter the ignorance with knowledge. Let the world know that you smart, that you in classroom for a reason. It's not him, it's us. Every time somebody like this, every time Kev get on this level of conversation of letting y'all see within a veil, here they come. And instead of playing around and using emojis to laugh at it, call in respectfully and block that out. That's Kev Rowe. These people don't belong here. But they got sense enough to call in and try to distract and take away from what we discussing here today. You feel me? Hit that like button and subscribe, which is the Wright shooting. George Floyd, girlfriend was his teacher. Press 1. George Floyd's girlfriend was his teacher. How many more coincidences do you need that they're using these things to get you riled up for this grand finale? George Floyd, it didn't work the first time. Let's destroy our community. The second time, propaganda. How long is it going to take for you to realize Black Lives Matter is nothing more than a Warren Buffett style communistic takeover, George Soros funded opposition, COINTELPRO? How much more proof do you need than going to George Soros Fund website itself and finding your favorite Black Lives Matter leaders? How do you raise $4 million, then go around buying 4 houses worth $1 million each, and then wonder where the money went? Black leadership has failed and has become nothing more than a monetized form of black pain. Loud women with loud mouths and crooked attorneys taking payouts. Press 1. Because like the Black Lives Matter mama said, Ben Crump said, dang, America not gonna pay out no money to no loudmouth black woman. Well, why not? He using you to make the scene. What you talking about? They not gonna pay you? Yes, they is. Kev Rowe, Coffee and Kush TV. Now, I'm gonna tell you this, and this may sting in your heart a little bit, but this goes to show you. Hold on, caller. This goes to show you that when you raise your kids up right, You ain't got to worry about that. See, y'all tried to make it seem like they pulled this young man over for something hanging from his window, and it ended up being no registration on the dang car. See, I knew we was going somewhere with this when you start lying the first time, Sean King, but I'll take it to the caller. Caller, you on the air. What's up, family?
What's going on, Kel?
No, just
Now,
talking
this is the
shit.
thing.
What's your name? Where you calling from?
This Auntie B. I'm right here in Minnesota.
Talk to me.
Now, the thing is that George Floyd is not the teacher. It's his girlfriend, Courtney Ross.
That's what we said.
She was a dean. She was a dean at Edison, where he went to school and high school.
Good.
Now, they pulled him over. It was because of the incense hanging from the rearview mirror, which is the law. You're not supposed to have nothing hanging from your rearview mirror. Okay, they could have gave him a ticket or did whatever.
Wait a minute. I thought they pulled him over because the license is, the registration is bad.
You don't know nothing about the registration until you pull it over and you see the information.
Ma'am, what you talking about? We got
when
license
they pull
plate.
you
They
over,
got license plate. All they do is get behind you and run the plate and see that. What do you mean, yeah?
Well, the mom had just gave him the car.
Wait. That's not what I said. I said, you said it was something hanging from the window. That's why he got pulled over. And that's not true. He got pulled over because the registration is no good on the car.
No, he got pulled over because he's black.
Wait a minute, ma'am.
Bottom line.
Wait a minute, ma'am. Wait a minute. Let's be reasonable here. He was pulled over.
I'm being reasonable. I'm telling you.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, ma'am. Wait a minute. I'm a black man. All right. I just got my driver license back. You're not talking to no white man. Okay, I just got my shit back.
I know who you are, but I'm telling you what's going on in Minnesota.
I'm telling you what's going on as a black man.
Oh, I know what's going on as a black man. I'm raising black folks.
Well, you're not one. So let me tell you.
I know I'm not one, but I know I have a husband.
You the problem. I can tell by now.
No, I'm not the problem. I'm trying to tell you what's going on here.
I'm a child of yours, and I'm telling you what the problem. Your problem is your mouth. That's your problem.
No, it ain't my mouth.
And
I'm telling you what's going on here. What I know what's going on here. Because
he was
this is the third black man that got killed here. Do you know that?
Ma'am, one thing at a time. What was he pulled over for? Can we start over?
Okay. They seen the air freshener in his window.
How do you know that, ma'am? Was the car registered or not?
It was registered to his mother.
Is the registration bad?
Now that much I don't know.
Okay, so let's just say they pulled.
But I do know the mother bought the car.
Wait a minute, ma'am. Hold on.
The mother bought the car and gave the car to him.
Don't loud talk me now, Auntie.
I'm not loud talking you. I'm just letting you know the mother had said she bought the car and gave it to him.
Ma'am.
She didn't have time to do anything.
A young man like that, he ain't got enough money to buy no car.
Exactly.
He got a job?
He works doing little odds and ends things.
Ma'am, why is his car not registered? This is why he was pulled over. And then did he have a warrant?
Because his mother had just gave him that car 2 weeks.
Now, wait a minute. Now, when the police officer pulled him over and pulled him out the car, did he have valid driver license?
Yeah, he has driver's license.
Okay, did he have a warrant?
He has a warrant.
Okay, so
but
let me tell you, ain't no but. Let me tell you how this shit work. When I'm rolling up the street, looking all fly, doing what I do, and I see one time, which is police and slang, and they see me, they get behind me, and they know I ain't hung up on me, y'all. Press one. This is what I'm saying, family. This is what I'm saying. Let's follow the rules first before I get myself involved in some uproar that's gonna get me arrested. Maybe you trying to rile me up now. Well, I'm gonna allow this on my airways, and you don't even know the facts. That's your problem, mama. My mama said, you're not dealing with one of these Democrat. My mama said they had Negroes. Press 1. You're not dealing with that. You're dealing with a man who had his father, his mama, his stepmama, his aunties, his uncles, his brothers, and his sisters in his life. You ain't dealing with that goofy shit. My mama said, my mama always right. You been a reason why a nigga be in jail. Always validating what's wrong. The problem is, it starts with being raised right. I'm not running from the police on no bad license from the first place, no bad registration in the first damn place at all. Coffee and Kush TV, you on there?
This has to be up. I accidentally hit the phone.
I bet you did. I bet you did. Now let me tell you, ain't nobody. Wait. Before I even go there with you, where did we leave off? Where did we leave off? Did she go to? Do you realize he had a warrant? You do realize the registration is bad.
It may not be. It just may not have came back yet because it is so backed up here.
It ain't so.
And I know this for a fact because it is. Yes, it is. Because I had to go to. Here in Minnesota, you will have to listen to me. Here in Minnesota, you are having to make appointments to go into the DMV, and to make an appointment to get in there, you have to go back. They're booked out like a month.
Did he try to run from the police, ma'am?
Yeah. Well, he jumped back in the car. Yeah, he did.
Okay, so he don't.
But it's out of fear.
Hold on, now let me tell you something. The registration is bad. Let me just tell you, I'm from South Central. The registration is bad, and I got a warrant. I'm being handcuffed. I snatch away and jump back in the vehicle. Reach over, hand over. Yeah. Why? What's wrong with that? But that's a problem. And you don't got no warrant. It's a small warrant. There's nothing gonna go down. You gonna see a judge in the morning since it's this small?
Okay. The mom has all the.
I can't hear you, ma'am. You need to unclog the microphone and speak up.
Okay, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay. The mom said that she was trying to get them to put the police on the phone because there is insurance, there is registration.
No police on the phone.
To get the information that
listen, there is no calling the police when you running or when you getting pulled over.
You right.
Ain't no calling and hold on, let me get back and grab this phone. Ain't no hop in and let me talk. My mama said the insurance. You got a warrant. Your mama insurance can't save you. The car's not registered while we pull you over. But man, you got a warrant now. I'm at least put you in cuffs and detain you right here. It might be a little bit of nothing. Might be nothing.
Well, he was going to go to jail because of his warrant that he had from a year ago.
What's the warrant?
What was that warrant? I can't remember. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I do know there is a warrant there.
That means,
but like I said, she had just got that vehicle not even 2 weeks prior to this.
Wait a minute. I thought you said she went to go get registration 2 weeks prior.
No, she just bought the vehicle 2 weeks prior, and she was filling out all the information, but it takes time for that to come back.
So she filled out the paper.
That's what I'm saying.
So did she buy the vehicle?
She still has.
Did she buy the vehicle?
Yeah, she was buying the vehicle.
Ma'am,
yeah, she did buy. She bought the vehicle.
Or did she fill out the registration 2 weeks?
She had bought. I'm not exactly sure exactly when she bought the vehicle, but she gave it to him 2 weeks ago.
What was the charge? What was the warrant for? That he was.
I don't remember what that was.
The chat room is saying for a loaded gun.
That may have been it.
What do you mean that may have been it? You see,
like I said, I didn't get into it back from a year ago.
You see why I told you the problem?
No, I'm not the problem.
Yes, you
I'm not the problem. I don't get into his thing from a year ago. I just know what's going on now.
Because you defending everything.
And I do believe that is what it is.
You are the reason why this problem is even around because your mouth. The way you think,
Well,
It's
then
the same way all
your
these
mouth
other
is a
ones.
problem because you don't know what you know California, but you don't know Minnesota.
I know mamas and aunties, and I know what allows the young black male to create these issues for himself. I know you.
No, you don't know
Yeah,
me
I
because
know
my
you.
son is good.
Oh, yeah.
But his mother,
Yeah.
there are 7 children there. There was a problem there in his household. But you can't say I'm the problem because I
Yeah,
never have
that
problems like this
mentality.
with my
I'm
son.
talking about the mentality of you allowing this defending this before it happens, before something happens to me.
No, I'm not
Before something happens to
defending-
me as a young man, I'm supposed to know this is not the life ain't no game.
And this is where
I'm
it takes
supposed
a
to know
mother
that.
to teach your children
That's
about
right.
life
That's
and
right.
things that can happen as a black
That's
man.
right.
I did that with my son,
I'm
but I
talking
can't
about this
speak
one.
on another mother with their
Well,
son.
you speaking and
Well,
defending
his
this
mother,
situation,
this is
ma'am.
like I'm saying. No, I'm not defending the situation. What I'm letting you know is what's going on
But
here.
you're not letting me know nothing
This is
because
the
you didn't
third
know he
black
had
man. Well,
registration.
you're not letting
You into propaganda. Tell me about one at a time. Don't tell me about the 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6 one. I don't know those stories. Present the story. Let's see them. Let's see the story. I don't know the story. And that's there's probably plenty more. What I'm talking about is this one right here. This shit is on a case by case basis. You can't bring up this one over here and you don't even know the facts about the shit you spewing on the first story. Press 1. So, okay, so now the registration is terrible. The car is not registered. She don't know that. You got a warrant for a firearm, a loaded firearm. You're jumping back in the vehicle. You're jumping back in the vehicle in which they can say, man, if you walking up the street and they say freeze and you sagging and running with your belt, that's called your hands is in your waistband. I told you this. Saying this to play with you, I'm trying to keep you alive. You let this lady get you killed. Oh, that because that one. Oh, that because then when you laid out in the street, R.I.P. on the t-shirt with little nice little beautiful wings made by the communists. Trying to save your life, clowns. There's mamas and aunties and that whole DTS baby mama shit that keep black men under this type of delusion to where they can't decide to make the right decision. And this boy would have been alive with the simple mathematics of life. Yeah, bro. That's first and foremost.
To accept, press.
Call me Coffee and Kush TV. I ain't gonna tell you what you want to hear. I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear. Coffee and Kush, you want to hear?
Yeah, we got to talk the truth. What's up, big bro? What's up,
champion?
How y'all doing? How you doing? Man, you just hitting the hammer on the nail, man. That goes to any king and queen out here that's trying to come up. You can't be speaking what if. You know what I'm saying? You
That's
don't
right.
do your homework. How you don't bring your homework into the classroom? You know what I'm saying? You know. And that's the thing when we saying it's 2021, it ain't the 1990s, it ain't the 1900s. It's plenty of homework out here that people can be doing to be speaking on their behalf, so we can try to understand things like we ain't trying to shoot people down. We're trying to hear what you got to
get
say.
shot down every other week, but you come back. But you come back with the fire. You get shot down all the damn time. This is class.
Come on now, you keep coming to ignorance with no information for us to understand what's going on. Like, come on, like you said though, the man got a gun told. He jumped back in the car. Like I say, the officer is wrong. You know, like they said, what's 26 years old?
Yes.
Even if he knew. He wrong, but the man shouldn't have did that. I don't have.
Let's get to the build up, right? Let's get to the nitty because it's so easy to figure out and how to save our youth from this level, from just making the right decision, taking a 1 day, a 12-hour, take a nap and wake up and go to court and get it all straightened out, or maybe do your little time, but take it there where you trying to end your life and possibly. Go ahead.
Come on now, and then on that part, shit, it's just even better because shit. God blessing us with real information. People not understanding. People been talking about it on your show for a minute, but straw man taking control of your illegius, understanding how to put an injunction, super injunction. It's information that's starting to come across so many airwaves.
Yes.
It's truthful information that we just got to dissect. You don't have to praise that person because God say, bow before no man. The only person we supposed to be giving it up to is a creator. You understand me?
Go ahead.
So you able to dissect information from a person that might not be right. You don't have to follow that person to dissect what you need to know because you always got to go to God and ask, is this the information I need, God? Is this what's going to help me draw closer to you and draw closer to being happy into this world, y'all? So yeah, it's information that's coming out, so we can really fight long because
So tell me, what do you see wrong with this situation? What from the initial start, there's a reason that the car is being stopped, correct?
That's for sure.
Okay.
For sure. Yes,
So
sir.
once they run your name and get your driver's license, okay, your license is valid, but you got a warrant on a gun charge. What happens then?
If you don't show your second ID, which could be your U.S. national passport, to let them know that you are not part of that straw man and they can't take you to jail.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm not even talking about those second ID or none of that. I'm just talking in a realistic setting for the average,
right now,
average black man, young youth. What's going on?
I'm chilling, Kev. I'm yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am.
You got a gun warrant. Are you jumping back in the car? If you jump back in the car reaching and trying to speed off, it's a possibility that there's something like this can occur.
If anything could happen. No telling what can happen once you do something. Or I done ran on foot, though. I done ran on foot 2-3 times. But the best thing I can say, it was me being young. Just stuff that, like I said, I wasn't doing anything, but being on the wrong place at the wrong time. But I done ran on foot, and it wasn't a feeling. Now it's a feeling. But that's something when I look back, that's something I would never do again. Because one time, it was just the laws approaching me for nothing but standing in the area, and I was spooked. I'm talking about literally spooked to where I made a move without thinking clearly, and I can understand how a young man could have done that in that point of time. Because when you're thinking about jail, but that's again though the parental thing, because we're not strong and to understand that we can maybe fight this case. Maybe we got power to have family that's gonna help us while we in this situation overnight. They're gonna come get me in the morning. This and that one. So our young men not trained to think with patience. We thinking milliseconds. You know what I'm saying? We're not even thinking about the next few, like we've been said, few minutes.
So you're gonna go out there and protest now because from the initial go, it's all wrong. All of it.
It's all wrong.
She wrong, definitely.
All of it.
This young man needs to be alive. But all the way down to home training, it's that simple. That's something simple as you respect the law. You're doing something wrong, like driving. Don't get all excited. I mean, it's things that you teach your 17, 18, 19-year-old
They did the right
son.
thing. They did the call, get me on the phone so I can hear what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, the home training. But like you said, though, bucking and doing all the extra, that's when the person
Why put my mama on the phone, not put my daddy on the phone, put my father on the phone. Hold up, my attorney. Hold up. How about just turn around, we'll figure it all out. And son, since you out here living that life, you're going to go to jail. You're going to get a few free phone calls. Call me. I'm going to bail you out. Why aren't these things being discussed, D?
And it's an enabling, too, because a lot of parents enable their kids. Like I heard a young dude calling. He calling about the information. He was talking about his son had just got a murder charge. And he was like, man, a robbery charge, my bad, a burglary charge, breaking into somebody's property. And he was like, man, I really want to get him out the situation. And in hindsight, yeah, you want to get him out the situation, but it should have started at home. Why is a young man that's 18, 19 even breaking in there if you feeling like you grabbing knowledge? Now, we're getting late to the knowledge and we're getting on it now. But it's the fact shit. Start busting it down at night, y'all. We having these conversations. You shouldn't be calling in right now like the lady just did and going that hard the way you defending something. And really, like you said, though, rather be one of them people out there protesting.
Yes, sir.
And getting people riled up to go ride and do it all this. And you got one of the little kids ready to go jump out the car and run over the wall. This
isn't a young man, college student, on the way, like the army do, or this tragedy happened. Even if it wasn't, this is an arrest gone array. There's probably millions and thousands of other audios and videotapes of the same shit happening all over the nation on these damn tapes. But it's hit and miss. I mean, here you got a suspect driving on, and who's to say the license is suspended? So everything may be bad, and you go and put your energy behind this, and then this come to find out, and then the trial and then the trial get not guilty because this, and then y'all go and burn your communities up again. And they got us.
Like
they got
said,
these people figured out.
Homework. You said you looking at the just. We understand he just had a warrant. We don't even know his rap sheet. We don't even understand what he's been doing.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, come on now, y'all. Like I say, we here to help the youth, the older, because it's all of us helping each other right now. But us not doing homework, understanding what that person has been through to get to that, that's not going to help us to be able to go take action. Because a lot of people taking action, like you say, on foolish misunderstanding. And
she talking about I'm here in Minnesota, and we there was 3 black. Well, lady, I see you on the phone. You're not even out there.
That's it. We don't know where you at, baby girl. We know you ain't coming with no information.
Yeah, you just we here. And I know how sisters get when they on the couch and want to put themselves places. They want to imagine that they really there. Yeah. Who knows if you there? Who cares?
Man,
you don't know what's going on up here. These people.
And some of these fellas too do the same thing, man. But look, it's one day at a time, one step at a time. I ain't gonna hold you down.
Thank you, champion.
One thing I know, we're gonna talk. Maybe one day in the future, you can bring up a little show about that injunction and stuff, bro. We do need to talk about that because people.
One day, when it becomes part of the algorithm. Thank you for the call, brother. My man. Y'all be talking about these things, and people just don't want. They want this shit broken down, simple and done. I'm like 2 years invested into this stuff. I'm just getting to the meat and potatoes and moving on. 300 people, 280, 90 people up in this chat room right now watching all over the place. Hit the like button and subscribe. You got something to say. 424-209-9506. Make your voices known. Shout out to the people in my Cash App. You want to donate to the show? Cash App, #, is Gil's Gang. You know, this is the proper way to cause an uprising. Black Lives Matter. Start getting investigated, and here we go, another uprising right before. Now, mind you, the George Floyd situation ain't even finished. So what y'all want me to do? Get my heart and my life invested in this? It's a gang of people still locked up for looting the last go around y'all came. Y'all made $1 billion trillion dollars and gave it all to the Democrats. You made $1 trillion, kept 90 million of it, gave the rest to the Democrats. Press 1. And wonder why your communities, why your sons is out here like this. 424-209-9506. And I know there's a lot of people that don't like what I'm saying. And guess what? So what? So this is a problem you got to talk about. Right here. Right here. You cannot be running away with a gun, have warrant, be driving around, and then expect black people to come out here responsibly and ride for you, talking about Black Lives Matter and all this other stuff under the guise of a company used by George Soros. I'm not playing with y'all. 2021, 2022. Coffee and Kush TV, you on air.
Oh my God, Coffee and Kush. I'm gonna try not to fan out right now.
Go ahead.
Listen, Capro, how you doing?
I'm great.
I just want to say to you, good. You are absolutely right. This stuff starts at home.
Come on.
I'm from New York.
Come on.
I'm about 43 years old. I got 3 kids, 2 boys. I've been telling my oldest, he's 14, since he understood, he was about 4 or 5 years old, how to deal with police. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. What is the problem? You know what I'm saying? You got to pay attention. These people, these mothers, they don't want to take accountability. That's what's going on. They know damn well they're not teaching these kids right.
That's right.
And they, you know what I'm saying? And when things happen like this,
that's right.
It's a reflection on their parenting. So they don't want to face that. So it's everybody else's fault. They're a little narcissistic. It's a lot of stuff going on nowadays. But, you know, you're right. It's got to change. I'm so tired of hearing these excuses. They was a good boy, but when they show the pictures on TV or whatever online, they throwing up gang signs. They doing this. They doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's like, which one
I
is
didn't even know that the boy had a warrant for a gun, or why they will be on alert. Well, even pulling. Now I get
Yeah.
an adult mind type of atmosphere. I used to be I used to
right.
think democratically. Shit.
That's right. Me too. I voted for Trump this year.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to do with nothing, but I've been Democrat all these years.
Right.
This year I said, no, I'm voting for Trump. You can't even really tell nobody that because they get upset with you. They don't know what's going on. These people are gone.
And I'm not
They're
saying this
really,
stuff because
really
I don't like my brothers and my I'm saying this because this is a moment in time to pay attention. This is a subject
That's
matter
right.
that you just said. Like, it's this type of shit can start
That's
at home.
right.
This boy could be alive.
That's right. But like I said, they don't want to face that they're not good parents. I don't have any friends. I don't deal with anybody. I sit in here and I raise my kids.
Oh,
do I
my
get
goodness.
bored? Do I get this? Do I get that? Of course I do. But I know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Wow.
I know what I'm supposed to be doing because there's a lot of men out here that I don't even want to deal with. So I said I got to make my sons the way that I need them to be so another woman don't go through this. But what would a toxic mother do? She would keep her son. No, you got to take care of me because ain't nobody help me. It can't go like that. That's why we in the situation that we in. You got to make sure that other people don't go through the same pain that you're going through. I don't get it. That's why I said they got to be narcissistic because you want somebody to feel that pain. Something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. But I love you. I love you.
Thank
I
you
love
so
you.
much,
And
Queen.
please keep up the good work.
Yes, ma'am.
You are a bomb. Like, seriously, I don't want to hold you, but I've watched plenty of people. And they not talking about, you're underrated, I'm telling you. They not talking about the stuff you're talking about. I used to watch YP. I did, and I said, something wrong here. This man is aggressive. Tomorrow, let's fight everybody. Let's do this. Let's get out in the streets and all of this. But I didn't feel it was true. I didn't feel it was true, but I need to keep on watching. That's how I am to make my final decision.
That's right.
And it's made now. Now I see, and it's like, damn, it ain't nobody you really could trust. But I ain't gonna lie, I trust you. If I ever hear anything about your ass, it's gonna be another story. But right now,
you know what's funny? You know what's funny is that I'm so alive right now in life, and glory to God that my life has changed to where I'm finally free. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
I get it. I struggled for the last year and a half. Like everybody was going crazy. This is the most peaceful time I've had in my damn life.
yes.
Whole life. I feel so at peace. That's why I said that Bible and all of that. That is right. Trust me, because all of his people are calm right now. We just waiting to see what's going to happen because we don't have no fear anyway. So they could do whatever they got to do. We know where we going.
Just do what you do.
That's right. I love you.
Thank you, Queen.
I love you so much. Later.
Enjoy. Shout out New York. Shout out New York. East Coast love Kel. You know? But why are you giving your kid an unregistered card? What's wrong with that's a good question. What's wrong with no? Oh, she just gave him that card 2 weeks ago, but he out there because of a mountain of irresponsibility. If you don't see nothing wrong with that, you don't need to have no damn kids. Coffee and Kush TV, 424-209-9506. Animals know this. What's wrong with you? Animals know this.
To accept, press 1.
Coffee and Kush TV, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
I'm sorry, I called earlier. Please let me say, I was the first caller. The $1 trillion you're looking for, you're thinking too small with it. You don't understand, like, finance stuff. You've said that before. George Floyd, in my opinion, was fake. Every black man knows how to deal with police. You know how to deal with police. And the entire setup was an entire, counterfeit dollars thing. And the Minnesota police don't deal with counterfeit dollars. Secret Service is counterfeit dollars. That was the entire everything. Counterfeit $20 bills. That's not Minnesota police do. I believe, and based on my finance awareness, the $1 trillion you're looking for, dude, George Soros owns billions of dollars of subversion of country.
Yes.
So if we're not dealing with,
Sir, I said this,
one.
sir. This is what I'm talking about. I said if you,
but
if,
you're
I-
not.
I- go ahead, King. Go ahead. I'll let you finish.
Let me finish. Like, dude, if
Go
you
ahead.
need
Go
to
ahead.
alter a balance
Just
sheet
go ahead.
of
Just go ahead.
multiple billions of dollars, you need to alter a balance sheet, and you need to take Apple's money and Google's money that you already put in because the military has altered your cash flow because this happened after the stock market crash of last year
Right.
in March and
Right.
February. You need to move that balance sheet to political stuff because the military, the U.S. military altered your stuff. and you
So
altered
they're
the-
laundering all of that money through these little
Yes,
political
dude.
stunts, events, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
It's from Apple. It's from Google.
Yes.
Like, people don't spend $1 trillion.
yeah, this is what I've been saying. I said if you want to make $1 trillion, put $1 billion into the black movement, and they'll create an event
It's
that will
not
make
black
you.
movement.
But it's just all
It's
the
not
movements,
black
and
movement. It
it's
just
the
has
whole
word black
subversion.
in it.
It's the whole communist
subversion.
manifesto. Of course, this is what I've been talking about. Sir, come back.
But
When
you're
I-
thinking too small.
okay, now let me
the
think
whole
bigger.
thing is
Okay.
the one corporation.
Okay,
Apple, Google, same thing.
okay, I know that.
Walmart, same thing.
Of course.
They needed to transfer money. It's a balance sheet alteration. The $1 trillion you're looking for is a balance sheet movement.
I know.
from
This is why I said they
George
walked
Soros
into
and
their
Thomas.
own drug deal. Because I'm telling you
They
not
did.
to. Yeah, but well, it's under military
You're right.
control. They're watching. Yes. They didn't have a
You're
choice other than
on
to
it.
make this happen. And so they had to do this because it was going to happen anyway. So there's no looking back once you set the
People
motion up.
on it.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the call. I said
Every
that.
black man knows.
Thank you. Coffee and Kush TV. I'm here, sir. What do you mean I'm not on it? I'm here. You're down there. Okay? And remember, I came down to see you.
To accept, press 1.
Coffee and Kush TV on air.
Yeah, bro, what's
Talk-
going on, my guy?
What's up, my man? What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name Marcus, calling from Philadelphia, man. I just want to send you some love from out here on the East Coast, man.
Philly in the building.
Love
What's
what
happening?
you're doing. I just wanted to tell you, man, love what you're doing, man. And this whole George Floyd thing and everything going on. This, like the last caller, he was talking about you thinking too small. He thinking too small.
That's right.
This is bigger. This bigger than that. This is biblical.
Talk to him.
Everything going on is biblical. This is because, like you said, we're not raising our kids right. And why are we not raising our kids right? Because we're not following that law.
Come on.
We're not following the law in the Bible. That's what it is. We don't even know who we is.
Come on.
And that's why we going through what we going through. That's why we got women calling the show talking about how they raising the men, but all the men in prison is men who was raised with no father.
And boy,
we got it
if
fucked
they
up.
can write their mama a letter with a clear mind.
We got it fucked up. We got it bad,
yeah.
bro. We got
Go
it bad. We got it bad, but we got guys like you out here, man. So we got a chance. You know what I'm saying? We got a chance. But I just want to give you some love, Kaz.
Man, thank you for
doing what
that.
you're doing, my man.
Shout out to Philadelphia. Thank you for that.
Yep.
My man. Nice kings out there. They know exactly what I'm talking about. We got to do better. I'm not saying nothing they don't want to tell you. I'm just bold enough to say it. Now, I watched this shit play out my whole life. I watched these same women give all their credibility to the criminal side of our families. Never mind the good people. Yeah, you go off and you supposed to be. They give all they care and all they love to their little football playing ass, criminal minded ass sons and daughters, and then this. Coffee and Kush TV on air.
Hey, Kev, this is Shawnee, your old moderator from Indiana.
Indiana in the building. What's up?
Building. I just wanted to call in and let you know, you're doing great work right now. And this subject you're talking about, you've been on this for a long time, and what you're saying is right. The people calling in just trying to defend this situation, like I told you in the past, I was a probation officer for a while and worked with the law. First of all, when people have warrants, they're going to be treated a certain different way because they're a threat in a way because of retaliation of not trying to go to jail.
Yep.
You know, they're going to be handled different. And you know, I got a few questions like, why would you give your son a car that's not registered, knowing, and then he would drive it knowing he had a warrant?
Oh
You know,
my goodness, talk to me, Queen.
this is stuff people we all know. Everybody that I know, you know, that's had warrants and stuff, they know they're doing this at their own risk, getting in the car.
I'm not driving that car.
You know, you set yourself up that way. The moment you got pulled over, you knew what time it was.
Your
You had a
mama
warrant.
gave you the car. What is she thinking?
Yeah. You know, and then see, you know, you got a lot of black folk who would defend this with that democratic mindset, saying, you know, I figure some of this out is like they'll say, well, white people get away with it, so but why jeopardize and gamble with trying to get away with it because white people get away with it?
You know what that's equivalent to? Well, they can ride around illegally. Why can't they? Because you just got to be right first. Be right first.
Exactly.
Right and righteous go together first.
Exactly.
And then if something happened to you in the right people will see.
Exactly. And you'll be able to, you know, work this out. You know, people,
and God is on your side when you right.
Exactly. Definitely. You know, we seeing a lot of this stuff now, and you could tell you already knew what time it was the moment you hear, this happened 10 miles away from where George Floyd happened, and his girlfriend was the teacher. You already know what time it is. Now we about to try to have another uproar, burn down the city, do all this extra stuff again for something like this. But see, people that Black Lives Matter, the officer was wrong. There's no reason for you to have drawn your gun, and saying it was a taser.
And
Then on the course, for that. We know that.
Yep.
That is wrong, but you also have to address what led to your demise. You got to address that.
Yes, because that's what's going to play out in court. How this led up. And when the feelings is out of it, we're going to sit back and say, damn, he did have a warrant.
Mm-hmm.
He did. It was for a gun. Damn, that does take away from the effect that the way it affected me at first, or something like that. As an adult, this is what's going to happen. Go ahead, Queen.
And you know, you got to think too. Remember, the same thing happened with Oscar Grant at the train station. He was handcuffed, got shot by a police officer, handcuffed. He mistaken it for a taser, and the officer got off. So you already know there's a possibility that she may get off, and here we go. We got another uproar.
Right there in the heart of where it originated in Minneapolis.
It's like, that didn't work, so we got to try something else, y'all. We got to do it. We got to keep it going.
And this is before we even condemn the practices of the police department, because as black women and black men that as former DTS, we know exactly how they are. So don't get us confused with Republican conservative cool Negroes that ain't been through what y'all been through. We grew up in this shit.
Right. And we see it.
And we see it. We've been through it, almost been killed by them. And we know how aggressive they is. We know the military. When they came back from Iraq, them people all came to the police departments. They had no jobs. They was killing us. A lot of blacks didn't know that a lot of these officers was coming from military. That would expose all of that. But the same thing.
And they asked that too. They asked that on the application. Every application that I've, read over and trained is they're going to ask, were you in the military? That's like a bonus for them.
Well, I don't know if it's a bonus, but at that time.
Not like a bonus as in like monetarily, but it's just like, oh, you've had that training. So,
oh, shit. In the Democrat area? Oh, yes. Put them guns out, get ready to shoot. Because they don't know. They coming back from my back. They trained to go. They used to kicking it. Y'all be wondering why these police officers kick down them doors. Like, before the military kicked down them doors in Iraq. Go ahead, quick. I'm just letting you know.
You got the mental health factor of that too. A lot of people that come back from Iraq and stuff ain't all the way together. And they've always complained about the mental health care and things like that. And then, okay, we ain't got no jobs, but we go ahead, we're going to go on the court. Yeah, they got, it depends on, but most of the training and the screening for officers is similar across the board. They might have a little few differences, but most of it's the same. You go through the fitness test, and then you go through the test for the written part, then you go through the polygraph, and you go through the committee for to the community committee. They'll go and come before the board, and after that, they do a little background check, and that's it.
Ain't too much. Yeah. I get what you're saying, but I'm not condemning. Well, I'm condemning.
Right.
I'm using this situation as a way to create this dialogue. This is how this happens before the guns are drawn.
Right.
Before you get to hopping back in your car, you gotta eat the reality you living in right now. If you driving around no L, that's just for instance. I don't know if you had license, car unregistered. I'm not about to say why you pulled me over because of these things hanging from my window. Nor do I want black people out there thinking they pulled me over because I got shit hanging from my window, knowing damn well I got some damn warrants as a man was running from the law. You feel me? Like the damn air freshener. I had warrants. I had a warrant for a gun. Tell them niggas that same story. You tell them niggas in jail. I had a warrant for because niggas know like, oh, okay, you was just fucked up, right? Dirty out of here. Come on,
And then I know somebody called in and said earlier, like, oh, they couldn't know he had his registration run right. And I'm like, well, people forget. A lot of officers, when they behind you, they running your place and stuff. Your place now, they have it all like linked together.
Ma'am, before you even go there, damn well everybody in America knows when they get behind you, they run this damn plate. They know this ain't no in Dukes of Hazzard and the show MASH. Okay, the kid behind you running. Where's this? Where's this thing where it's like I ain't know it was running plates. Why'd you pull me over? Your registration. How'd you know that? You pulled me over because I had a fucking disco ball hanging from my there. That's what I'm saying. I'm just bringing this to light.
Right. Oh, man. I love what you're doing, Kev. Keep it going. I'm still out here promoting and everything with you.
Thank you so much, Queen. We keep building. Thank you. Shout out to the women out there, to the fellas out there that are keeping the show rolling. 424-209-9506. I love their energy. At some point, come on. Where does it start? I'm not here to feed your emotional side. Y'all can watch CNN and Fox for that. I'm here to pass your day at work and make it happen. Give you great discussion, give you a great dose of reality, and get the hell out of here. Coffee and Kush TV, you on air?
Hello.
Hello. What's your name? Where you calling from?
I'm Abigail, and I'm calling from Denver, Colorado.
Oh, well, talk to me.
Okay. I just wanted to say that, we need to realize the police treat us different. We have to behave when they ask us to pull over. We live in a country with law and system designed to discriminate us and send us to jail.
Wait, ma'am, wait a minute, ma'am. Wait a minute. Are you reading something from Fidel Castro's propaganda machine? What's your name and where you calling from again? Let me take this a little more serious. What's your name? she said we need to obey. Hold on, man. Hold on. No. She sounds like she with the Communist Manifesto. That's not. Hold on. And why you hang up on me? Shit. It sounds like a communist propaganda machine. We must obey communist. Right here, Jim Kong-won. Right here. We from the Communist Party only want you to submit. When they pull you over, crawl out of the vehicle, hands extended. Come on, lady. Come on, I ain't saying all that. You know what I'm saying? Hello, right now. You are reading Fidel Castro, the communist propaganda news. Come on, man. 424-209. Nine 0506. That's area code 424-209-9506. It don't get more crazier than that sometimes. Georgia, you on the air? What up?
This is Big Two calling in, Kel.
What up, Big Two?
How you doing this morning? Man, I'm listening to this topic and discussion.
Why you sound so far away?
We riding dirty. It's on site for the
Wait a minute, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why you sound so far away from this phone?
I don't know. Maybe it's the volume or something. I don't know. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. What's up?
Yeah. It's how can I say that? We know it's on site, Kel. They pull up behind us. It don't matter what. I want to hear. Not with nobody else talking about it. They ain't been through it in our community. If they don't know, they just don't know. They can't explain for us what we do. That's just the bottom line.
What you mean?
Okay, if they ain't never had a warrant, driving down the court, down the street, being a black man in America, even if you're a non-violent offender, it's on site for them people when they pull up behind us and they run something. So if they find one little thing wrong with our plates, it's on site for them. So they looking straight up off the dump, off the muscle. Do something wrong so I can do something to you. So either you want to go home or you want to go to jail. And you know that last option is they're gonna put you in the body bag.
Oh, come on. Come on, man. We got to come out of that. Man. We got to start living right, man. That was a hell of a lot of fear you just pumped through this motherfucker. Go ahead. Go ahead. So every police encounter is a life or death situation?
Yes, it is. For a black man in America.
No, I'm not saying it's not, black men don't have a natural fear that's not warranted. What I'm saying is, the way it sounded over these airways, that just sounds like niggas just live in a straight fear mode 24/7. I don't think every encounter I have with a police officer is on that type of time.
Well, it depends how you conducting yourself.
No. I'm talking about on the whole approach.
Like I said, yeah, on that approach.
I'm talking about being a black man in a car. Nigga, I've been in the El Camino or in cars that LAPD love, and when they come, they still when I ain't gonna say all of them, but when certain people come, they come with some respect and the reason why they pull me over first. Go ahead though. I feel you.
I feel you, but all of them not like that. All people aren't like that. You know
But I'm saying if my tag is bad and then they ask for my ID and then they're gonna run it, I come back and got a warrant, which is that tape is gonna come out. They're gonna come back and say, "Sir, you got a warrant." Other than this little 30 second, that's gonna come out and then that fight is gonna happen.
That warrant gonna overrule that ticket anyway. That's gonna overrule it anyway.
So I don't want to take the approach of a person just living their life and throw them in the fear that most black people who live and don't even have no encounter with the police like that. What I'm saying is, this is a case of criminals.
Yeah, he was a criminal.
Yeah.
Not all cases are criminal, but you get.
Yeah, but I don't want to talk about all cases and how I need to be. Yeah, why would I want to? Why? You know how many cases it is of different scenarios, of different things. This is a case that just happened that everybody can clearly see, okay, who's at fault here? You got black people calling in saying the police is at fault for sure. But we can clearly see the young man is in the wrong.
Yes, he is, because he knew he was dirty.
Not all situations end like that. We seen officers shoot and ain't nothing been happening. This ain't that case. There's shit happening. So all these different situationals is role playing themselves out in the world. And here's the situation where not only law enforcement, but the community got addressed together. I think this is a rare case because here you are, the police come out and say this is a accident first.
They say it's an accident?
Yep.
No, I don't think it was an accident.
That's what they said.
Because
how you saying no, but that's what they did?
I disagree with them because to begin with, they pull up the warrant and he got a firearm. And he going back in the vehicle. They assuming he got that same firearm.
Sir, what you mean they assuming? Sir, if you got a warrant for a firearm and it looks like you getting back in, you don't see this man being handcuffed and he run away and try to jump back in the car and he leaning inside the vehicle on a warrant with a loaded handgun or some shit.
And he's handcuffed.
No, he's not handcuffed. No, he's not. He's not handcuffed.
He can't shoot him.
Sir, he's not handcuffed. Why are you saying that?
That's what I saw on the video. That's what I saw.
I don't even know how you saw that when he's not handcuffed.
I'm gonna have to send the video.
How did he drive? What you talking about? That you just said that what you saw, sir. Yeah. Sir, why is it the men? Why is it the men? Press 1. Bungalow 54, you go, sir. I'm not here to spread propaganda. I'm here to tell you the truth. And I don't need no damn help telling it. Press 1. I don't need no help telling the truth. You can clearly see on the tape. I saw the tape. Well, what you talking about? Oh, I ain't saw the tape. I'm not here to play in small conversation on the internet no more. God damn it. I'm a journalistic rock star, motherfucker. Professor Gills, Prophetic Gills, Judge Gills coming up tonight, starring King's Von Manager. God damn it, Karaoke Kev. I'm all that. What you talking about? I'm the reason YouTube is up, nigga. The Black Ryan Seacrest is what they call me. What you thought? Y'all thought y'all can come in my classroom talking today? Mumbo jumbo? Babylonian shit? Not no more. Not no more. Look at your neighbor and say, not no more. We done graduated, Woody. We done graduated. What you mean? We not finna turn and see when you stay focused and you stay on one topic at a time. Y'all, oh shit, I can't think about. I have to include the we aspect. I have to include the we. No. Follow each case by case. If you and the judge and the jury, the judge ain't on no we shit. Press 1. It's just you. You know we. Well, we all know it's a life or death situation. Not with me. I when I had warrants, that was my situation. Press 1. Now that I'm free, it's a whole new perspective, baby. There's no reason for me. Press 1. I'm not fucking around. Y'all niggas better stay out the way. I'm not finna have warrants running away on no ad charges. And that's going to perpetrate more time and more time and more time. You're going to take a weekend or a 3 month to 6 month jail sentence and turn into 3 years. You're going to take county time and turn it into federal penitentiary. Comedian Jay Scott, at the end of the day, we need to, comedian Jay, sometimes, brother, y'all go off and put in hold. I'm going to time that out. You wrote a whole paragraph and you can call it in. You like to talk, you a comedian. You like to talk, stop typing and get up here and stand. It's like passing notes. I hate that. Comedian, so come up here in the classroom, turn your goofy eye around and tell some damn jokes concerning this matter. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air. Feel me? Don't be writing the whole paragraph. We're not here to get noticed. I'm not here to pump up YouTube pages and to make it appear that you smart. None of that. If you smart, call it in.
To accept, press 1. To send.
Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air. What up, champ?
Hey.
What's up?
What's wrong with you?
Terrain, what's wrong with you? You know what's wrong with him.
The goal is to make it back home. The goal is to make it back home.
Talk to him.
Why do we not teach them? Keep your hands on the steering wheel. If you know you got a warrant, you might be better off letting them know you got one.
You better put your hands on that steering wheel if you got some warrants.
And keep it there. And everything they tell you to do, follow the directives. How you get case in the courtroom? Talk about it when you get home. But listen and do what they tell you to do while you're in there. First of all, don't drive if you don't have insurance.
Insurance,
don't
registration.
Drive if you don't have a license. Right. Don't drive if you know you got a warrant. And then we want to turn around and say you're still false. If I know that you have a warrant for a gun, and I'm coming up to you and you're going to double back, go into the car, reach into the car, that's an accident that could probably happen. Because I don't know what you have in there. Because you already have a warrant for a firearm.
And you run it back to the car, and if you got a warrant for any type of weapon like that, they on high alert.
Yeah, but what gets me is that these people are trying to make it right. How you gonna make that man right? I just had to put my 2 cents in there. I just don't get how people think today. I don't get it, Kev. I don't. But you're doing a good job. Keep up the good job. I'm going to go ahead and listen.
Thank you so much.
Maybe you'll think through to some of these people.
Yeah, maybe we will. Thank you so much. 424 is the area code. 424-209-9506. Coffee and Kush TV. Is it? I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I doubt it. That means somebody would have to change my mind.
To accept, press 1. To send.
Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air.
Hey, this is Candace. I talked to you yesterday. How you doing?
I'm great.
You know what I'm about to say, it might strike a nerve, but it's 3 things that I want to point out. If Becky and Brad is your mama, your daddy, your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, girlfriend, I'm not getting involved. 2, if I see Ben Crump, I'm not getting involved. 3, with Jim Crow Joe and Cop Mala in office, you might want to get it on your mind. They waiting to lock niggas up. You know what I'm saying? You should have First of all, when they did the George Floyd shit, and like you said, it's still people that's locked up that ain't got out yet. Then with the insurrection, you see what they doing. The white folks, they setting the example for your ass. Don't think them laws is in place for, white folks. Them bills they passing and all that, that's for your black ass. So get it on your mind. That's all I'm going to say about that. When it comes to Trump, you know what I'm saying? Black people want to say that, they voted for the lesser of two evils. Well, you might have should have stuck with Trump ass. I totally agree with the wall shit. You know what I'm saying? And he told too much truth. So that's why they had to get rid of him. But that's where I'm at with it. And thank you for letting me call.
Thank you so much for the call. Gotta love him. Gotta love him. Area code 424-209-9506. Coffee and Kush TV. 360 people in the chat room watching from all over the place. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Support the channel. Cash App, cash tag. It's Gil's Gang. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air. What up?
Hey, Kev, it's Victoria. I've been sitting back and listening.
Yes, ma'am. What's on your mind?
You're not wrong at all. Matter of fact, you ain't wrong. I've been trying to call since that first auntie call, but anyway, you got your facts right. You know where you at. And nobody can convince you. No other words. The young man resisted arrest. You can't do that.
You can't do that.
No matter what you do. First of all, let's talk about his history. I'm tired of the Black Lives Matter organizations and these millionaires trying to make criminals our black heroes. It's not going to happen.
Come on.
Just like George Floyd had that gun to a pregnant woman's belly.
Come on.
This guy right here, his prior charge.
What was it?
His prior charge, not what they stopped, what he didn't go to court for. His prior charge was robbery. He kidnapped the lady. He kidnapped the lady and had her on the gunpoint. That was his charge that he had already done. Went to jail and everything, service time, all that for. Now you're gonna run from the police or from a warrant for he was charged with a legal firearm. He did not make the court date. That's why he had the warrant for his arrest.
Oh, wow. So he held a young lady or a woman hostage.
He had a woman hostage. Now that charge, he gonna, serve the time with whatever. But yeah, he armed robbed a woman, had her at gunpoint, and that's what he went to jail for prior to the stop. Way prior. I don't know how many years, but he had done served that. That's already on his record. They ran the tag and found out that he did not he had a bench warrant because he did not show up to the illegal firearm case a month prior to him being stopped.
Somebody in the chat room, Victoria, said, ma'am, maybe he ran because he was scared. I agree. He ran because he was scared because it's time to face the music. It's time to go to jail.
Okay.
So yes, he ran because he was scared. We're scared to go to jail. It's time to go, criminal. You didn't meet the court date. Let me tell you something, Victoria. Yes, as a black man, when I miss my court date, guess what happens?
They come look for you.
And if I get pulled over in the car that's not registered, guess what's going? I'm going to jail. Did I get scared?
You going to jail?
Did I get scared? Yeah. I was like, damn, because I got shit to do. I was about to play video games. I'm about to go back with all my friends waiting for me. I probably got a girl later on.
Can I address that scared comment? Let me tell you something.
Go ahead, Queen.
I'm tell you something. I've been stopped by the police before, and the reason why I understand that scared, but I do not give it no excuse either. I was in the right, but I still had to comply.
Come on.
I still had to comply. One of my back lights was out. Okay, I got stopped. I'm not surprised I got stopped for that back light that was out, but I knew I had my stuff in line. So what? I was scared. I wasn't supposed to run. Scared is an emotion. Reality is what we live in.
Come on, sister.
It has been enough of examples on why not to run these days. Back in the day, we didn't have all these videotapings of why you shouldn't run. Today, there is no excuse because they're all over. Because that's what they ride on the back of our heels for. This black person was mistreated. It's videos out there. And anyway, it starts at home. I don't give a dang on what they stop you for. You get your damn manners together and you live to see another day.
I'm going to tell you something. When this officer told me the last time I was arrested, he calmed me down. He said, Kev, don't worry. We all got cameras on. That took my fear to a whole calm down mode because it made me back think of reality. Like, wait a minute. I am on camera. He just looked at me like, boy, it's cameras on you right now. we here every day, everything we do, everything we say. You know, you want to say hi to the people going to be watching this later on and see if we did something wrong. Because, that's the way it is out in L.A. It's hey, that's the way I see it.
I mean, but this is the way I see it too, Kev. Look, if you're scared, stop being a damn criminal. You ain't too scared. You're not scared enough not to be a criminal.
See, I was scared because I had one. And you out here robbing women. They out here trying to paint saints.
Robbing women. They all of their Black Lives Matter so-called heroes is criminals.
It's criminals.
It's criminals.
George Floyd robbed a woman, stuck the gun to the belly. This one right here robbed another woman, held her hostage, kidnapped. So we just got them out here getting money for criminals.
That's it.
And that's why the good black people ain't got nothing to show for nothing that they've done, and all the good black folk who actually got something in life is looking at them like, what the hell is y'all actually doing? Nothing.
Yeah. Stop trying to make criminals heroes.
Come on.
Now I want to talk about that. I want to talk about that female that been. I'm fair. I'm very fair.
Come on, man.
I'm going to talk about that female cop who's been a cop for 26 years. Your ass should not be a cop no more, period.
Come on.
If you don't know the different weight between a taser and a 45 firearm, then yesterday should have been your last day. Matter of fact, she resigned last night anyway. But I'm saying, you got to know the difference. Now, why is your adrenaline going so damn fast where you can't tell the weight of a taser and a firearm? First of all, they are on two opposite sides.
Yes.
The taser is put on the side that that's not your main handwriting side, so it can be odd for you to grab it. You can get used to that odd position. They want you to wrap your hands around in an uncomfortable position so you can realize mentally that's your taser. When you get when you reach your firearm, which is assigned to whatever hand you write with, then you know that goes straight to the gun. But to get your taser, they want you to be in the awkward position, so they put it in the back.
Ah, I got you.
You understand what I'm saying?
Ma'am.
This is protocol.
She was wrong all over the place. So she needs to face the music and the charges of what's in civilly or criminally or what comes with that.
But here's the deal.
Go ahead.
They had body cam. All right. She made a fatal mistake, but we cannot say it was intentional because she was saying taser, 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 taser. She was saying taser, but she pulled the gun. Okay?
And she had the gun out when she said taser. You know, that's the weird shit. The gun was out when she was saying taser, taser, taser. Her gun was out the whole time.
You see what I'm saying? But here's the deal,
That's weird. That's weird. That's not weird. That's not weird. That's a glitch in the matrix. What is this? Call out taser before you shoot a nigga? Oh, but go ahead, Victoria. I'm playing devil's advocate here on both sides. Go ahead.
Okay, I got you. I'm
playing devil's advocate. You know me. You know my crowd. You know, come on, my Democrat folks is like, come on, Kev, give us something to work with here.
Okay,
go ahead.
Check this out. Not only was he wrong, you can look at the video and tell the man who was trying to handcuff the boy
He was inexperienced as hell.
That's
he
right.
was fumbling with the handcuffs. That's why the man had a moment to get away, because the dude didn't know how to put handcuffs on. He was inexperienced.
It may be a training mission gone bad.
Training gone bad.
And they were supposed to be arresting him when she was the veteran. She's the veteran. We need the black cop that was there and the other supervising cop that was there, because she's not a training officer. She's a veteran. So who was being trained? She should know experience in this. She should have all experience.
She should. It's a lot of things. But guess what, Kev? I'm gonna break it down to you. Well, everybody mistakes. Here's the whole deal. If the inexperienced cop couldn't get the handcuffs on, and if before the woman even said taser, guess who had the situation at hand? The boy. All he had to do is not take that chance and get away, because he knew that cop didn't know he was on the handcuffs. Still stand your ass there. You did not have to resist. So everybody had a part to play with it.
And that's why I said, Victoria, this is a very unique situation where you can look at the officers and say, this is terrible. And there's investigation, even in what we do and on YouTube. And as far as the young men, everybody can look at this and say, whoa, this is what's wrong. You can take from this and say what's right and wrong on both sides. Because again, the officers came out and said, go ahead.
There's one thing that he was responsible for. He was responsible for to see himself live another day.
That's right.
I don't care if I got Gomer Pals out there trying to arrest me. I'm going to be my tail still. It doesn't. Everything would have changed if he just wouldn't have resisted.
And sometimes you ask God, sometimes God is changing you right there. You don't even know. You about to get healed right there. You even go get your life cleaned up. You ain't gonna have no warrants. You're gonna be clear, drug free, mind clear. You can get out, get yourself some job.
The people who are upset about it, probably in the chat room, look, you still part of COINTELPRO. You're not even willing to be fair on all sides of it. I don't want to hear nothing about this. He was this. He's a good boy. Okay, he could have been a better boy. He just spent a couple of days in jail, but been alive.
That makes sense to me. Victoria. Thank you for the call.
Yes, you're very welcome.
Yes, ma'am. I love every bit of that. Coffee and Kush TV, 424-209-9506. Victoria is absolutely right. I agree with her 100%. Both parties is at fault on different levels. Now is not the time to see Black Lives Matter in this situation. Now is not the time to see Ben Crump in this situation. It's a fine time to look at the situation as a whole. Hold up. Uh, 424-209-9506. Call it in. Talk to me. Shout out to the Slayer. This is the caller from NY. Shout out to the sister in NY. Shout out to you. It's good to get that. Good support in the super chat. Good support on the Cash app. You want to see this channel do better? Make sure you make a call in. This is a good ass topic to be real.
Marcus.
Shout out to Marcus. What's up, Marcus? You on the air? What up?
Kev, I gotta set the record straight, man. I hear a lot of things being said that I just don't agree with. For one, I definitely agree the boy got himself murdered. No doubt about it. He got himself murdered because he should have complied. But this is the thing. It was a murder. She definitely murdered him. She definitely knew that she had a gun in her hand and not a taser. That's why she screamed
taser, because she was already setting the stage. She knew what she was doing.
That's what I was just.
And the
That's what
boy-
I was just suggesting to the last caller.
I see, I know. And then look, when you watch the video, when she shot him, he was turning to her with the paperwork for the car. He had it in his hand. He was trying to hand her the goddamn paperwork. So he had a moment where he was in denial.
Sir. When you're being handcuffed, you don't snatch away from the police.
No, you don't. That's why I said he got himself murdered. But it was a murder. He definitely got himself murdered.
Now,
without a shadow of a
you
doubt.
can say that
He
that's
did the dumb
paperwork.
shit.
You can say that that's paperwork, but in court,
No, but
when
let's-
it's
let's listen
live,
to me real quick.
hold on. When you're in court and you're live, then and it's happening in real time. Anybody can see if that's paperwork or not, and we arresting you, and you was already got a warrant for a last charge of a warrant for the last.
I hear you, Kev.
Okay.
I hear you, but listen to me. The media set the tone. They got us believing he was in this aggressive state trying to get away. He wasn't. He drove after he got shot. That's when he tried to get away.
What
He
you
got
mean he
shot.
wasn't in an aggressive state? He
wasn't
yanked
in
away
a trying
from
to
the
get away
officer.
state. I understand that. He yanked away from the officer. And this is my other point.
So wait.
You could be right. I could be wrong on that.
Wait, sir. You telling me
I'm
he
talking
was
about an
he
aggressive
wasn't
enough state. I'm talking about aggressive enough state to where they had the most. If that was the case, they should have gang tackled his ass outside of the car. But he was able to sit down in the car, grab the paperwork, and turn back to the officer. And then she shot him, screaming,
sir,
taser,
he
taser,
snatched
taser.
away.
And then let me say this other point in reference to her murdering him. This lady, this dog-faced old cracker, she was.
Sir, you already in the wrong. There's no reason for you to turn into a racist bigot. There's no reason for that. You can't make a real point without turning into the so-called person you're talking about. You turn into a dog-faced, evil-spirited demon. That's what you just turned into for no reason at all. Because you don't have a point to make. You don't want to hear nothing. You're a Democrat, liberal, Black Lives Matter, effeminate male from some goddamn where with the mentality of somebody raised by the same women defending this malarkey. Same shit. You're not making no sense. Just talking, just rambling. No. Don't worry about what I just didn't make sense about. Let's move on to the next one. No, let's just focus on what the fuck you just said. Now, if we're going to be real, we're going to be real. Now, I give it. The officer on the wrong. Yes, he got himself hurt. The officer did way too fucking much, and it looked like some shooter nigga just using taser. But let's talk. Let's be reasonable here. Let's live in reality and not in fear for a moment. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air.
Come on, Kev, before we get all disrespectful with the Black Lives Matter, I know what Black Lives Matter is.
Sir.
With the lesbians and all that. I don't support Black Lives Matter. I'm not no Democrat.
Sir,
I don't support none of that, bro.
Sir, that's
so before
just,
you get all in your feelings.
I stay in my feelings. It's part of my show. It's part of my show.
I know, but you disrespectful in your feelings and you bearing false
How is that
witness,
disrespectful, sir?
Because
you're not
called
making
me
sense.
You said
sir, I'm not going to sit here and make a show about you. So what? You're a Hebrew Israelite. So what? I want to hear about you. Somebody got a show to run. It making no sense. We got to move on. Got to go. Not about you. Stop calling me. Get off my shit. Motherfuckers always calling me and they feeling and shit. Always thinking backward. I want to hear that. Shout out to the sisters who got their minds on right and the brothers who got their minds on right. I don't want to hear no excuses. Just give me what's wrong and what's right. That's it. I got my personal feelings about it because I don't see this growing up in my life over and over and over. I see the same players come out, say the same shit. And everybody's afraid to stand up to the inevitable, which is this blanket wall of ignorance all over the place.
To accept, press 1.
Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air.
What's up, Kev? I'm calling back in. It's Rico, man. I'm calling back in because the last caller, just speaking back right on the subject, man. But that's one reason why we can't move forward, because we got grown men calling in to defend BS. And ain't got no facts. Like you said, you trying to talk about, let's talk about, understanding, have an understanding conversation. He's trying to argue off the muscle.
And he started calling them cracker white, did he not?
And then,
so no, hold up. How am I disrespectful when you spewing racism, bigotry on my show? And I'm a brother who trying to get his YouTube channel up to monetize, roll, and get sponsored and a bunch of other things and make this show what it is. How disrespectful can you be? But a Democrat, communist, raised, baby mama infested, feminine, male thinking ass 13, 14-year-old child wouldn't be able to understand how disrespectful he is.
Man, and it's crazy. It's crazy because the females in the chat right now, and I'm sure some people that like to say listen in, and they saying he ain't have a fighting chance, you know what I'm saying? And we understand the officer, of course. We understand the other side of, yes, the officer definitely yelling.
Gotta go. New caller. Gotta go. New caller.
Call from Laura Asterisk. To accept, press 1. To send.
Coffee and Kush TV. Laura.
Hi.
You on the air. What up?
Hi, how are you?
I'm great.
Sorry, I have time because my vehicle's in the shop, so I'm hanging on every word. So, like with this Kim Porter chick, another good point to bring up is
Kim
she was
Porter.
also a
I'm not talking about Kim Porter.
Kim Potter. Sorry. So like she was like a union president there for a while.
Get in this.
Sorry. So I actually did look it up that way, and I'm like, pussy, what? And then I was like, oh shit, never mind. I told you. So anyway, she was like a union president for a while. And the first time this all came to light, I think it was like 2019, she showed up first at the scene where the cops had fatally shot someone with a mental illness that quote unquote lunged at them with a knife, right? Well, then she was also the one to show up as kind of like, I guess, the police liaison for every time that there was an issue where the cops supposedly acted within reasonable fear. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, so she's
kind
an
of like a fixer.
She's a fixer.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, she's a fixer.
That's why that sounds so fishy.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. She can yell taser just like I watched
Oh my God, you're great.
Yeah. I watched Drag Race, and there was like this.
Don't you disrespect white women on my show, damn it. Laura's watching. Coffee and Kush TV.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying. So that's like my point, but continue because I love it. All right, have a good day.
Thank you so much. While your car's in the shop, thank you. And Laura's great. Drive by knowledge. You need to peel your cap. That's how you be the perfect caller, sir. Talking about disrespect. Laura's watching. She's going to call in with some great information. Zucchini bread for everyone. Hi, I was just watching, and I just wanted to know if you guys over here on your knowledge thing, and you guys want some zucchini bread. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air. What up?
Top of the morning to you. Good morning to you, Kev. Great show today, good brother.
My man.
I'm sorry too. Yeah, this is Little Rock Slim, old caller, man. From Little Rock, man. I just want to drop my little 2 nuggets in. But I love the show this morning, man. You're doing an excellent job, bro.
Thank you, champion.
Right on. Now, bro, I may vent for about 30 seconds. The black man, we need to quit making excuses, man. You got to stop making excuses. And the woman, too.
Come on.
Carpentry. Tools of the trade for carpentry would be like a tape measure or ruler. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're a kitchen fryer, the tools of that would be, a spatula, grease, or whatever. Tools for living righteousness is the Bible and knowing the law. Like you said it earlier, Kev, the root word of righteousness is right. You had it right, brother.
Come on.
We have been so far away from righteousness, we can't even see it, man. We can't even see it. 20-year-old brothers tote pistols. Everybody want to tote pistols, gang related.
Come on.
Soon as blue lights turn on, you shaking like a crap gang.
That's right.
Scared to go to jail.
You're looking for the ops 1 minute, and the next minute you
You scared. You scared little punk. You're scared, and it's sad, man. And then we let these women, and I'm not knocking all women. I'm just knocking the women that ain't in line. You're not in line, and you are not teaching your boy nothing. First, if you ain't got a library in your house, you ain't teaching your son nothing. Anybody, you're not teaching them nothing. You sit them in front of that TV, give them a phone. You ain't taught your baby nothing. What is these people talking about? Making excuses. One, first, stop acting criminal-minded. I'm so sick of the term. Look, and I'm not going to go with the other identity thing, but black in the Bible means afflicted, and it means criminal. People need to stop identifying as a criminal and stop dealing with criminal activity. Here it is, Kel. Here it is. The merchandise, I heard a pastor say this the other day, the merchandise of the devil is his character, his emotions, the way he acts and responds. The merchandise of a black man or woman is they don't want to do right. It's unrighteousness. You got the merchandise of the devil. You got the devil's mind in you. And we sitting up here making excuses, not teaching our son. Well, first of all, the woman gonna run the brother out the house anyway. So now who gonna teach him? The mama gonna sit in front of Empire and the TV, watch reality shows. Then when the boy get hit over the head by the police when he in a real reality show, which is this world, now we got to make excuses for him. Man, I've been in jail 15, 20 times. Not in the last 15 years, though, because when I got out like you the last time, I was right, man. The Most High gave you grace. Sometimes you need that jail.
That's right.
To get your ass straight.
That's right.
That's right. Right. Right on. So in a law book, jail is called hell. So a lot of us you're going to go to hell, but you're going to get resurrected and brought up out of there like Lazarus.
Oh my goodness. Break it down for him.
You good, bro? I'm gonna step back and listen to you, King.
Why you leaving? No, people want to hear that. Thank you, King.
I know, bro.
Thank you for that, King.
It's all good, bro. It's all good. I'm gonna let somebody else call in. I love listening to, bro, and I apologize for not. I'm gonna get my cash app and stuff right, bro. I'm
Don't
gonna
worry
start
about
supporting
that.
you, bro.
You calling in with this type of power and word behind you is payment sufficient. Thank you for that, King.
Can I say one more thing, Kevin, before I go?
Of course you can.
I'm not going to say what I am because it don't matter, but I guarantee you, when these people pull me over in my truck, I don't care what flag I got. When two dudes is walking up on your vehicle with guns, you already outnumbered. You don't turn into no tough guy. Don't be tough. If they say have your shit on the dashboard. When they say you got the driver's license, give them their driver's license. It ain't yours. They gave it to you. It's theirs. Give it to them. God, dog, what's wrong with these people?
It should be automatic. With us, it should be a secret. I should come up with a device that make it easy to access your license and your registration for black people. Because you always got to reach under the damn seat. You always got
They already scared. I don't understand why people. The police is already scared of you.
And you scared of them.
You already a company already scared of you. You got one up on them. Look, when they pull me over, if I get pulled over, I got one hand, I got my window down. I got one. I'm not saying I'm a punk or I'm scared. I just know he's scared. So I need to make him comfortable because I'm trying to go home to my woman. I ain't trying to be gunned down. God, dog. Man.
You know it's crazy because they say the same thing, but I just try to get home to my. And I don't know how many people they don't pull over that day. I ain't trying to be a reason, and I ain't trying to be none of that. That's when you got shit to do, though. That's when you live in life. Right. You got a family, or you in business, or you got something going, and that's what I'm saying. It starts at home. Your son got to watch you, or just have the knowledge of how to not be running from the law when you got warrants, driving in a unregistered vehicle when you got warrants, running from the law or looking like you running from the law on a good. This is like the house that Jack built. But go ahead.
Right, and my thing is, our people and these people, you're getting guts. When you living righteous, if you're living by the Bible and you're living by the statute, laws, and commandments, you're not gonna have no problem with I ain't gonna lie to you, brother. I buck worse than these brothers out here on this, and they don't even know nothing about anything else. I'm not gonna get into it because that's another discussion.
Yes.
When they run if they run an old tag, I'm not gonna lie, they run a tag on my truck, whatever state I'm in, they automatically know who I am. And I automatically know they know who I am. So look, I'm not gonna let you shoot the shit out of me. I'm gonna just give you back your driver's license. If you want it, you can have it. Sir, get out the truck. If you want me to get out of my truck, okay, I'm gonna get out the bus. I don't care. That don't mean you tougher than me because I got out my truck. It just means I'm being intelligent. I already done won. You can have that goddamn truck. I ain't tripping. But man, our people, we got to do better, man. Right. When I get out, they like, oh.
Yeah, unless
they just talk.
That's when you're right. You're right. And then there's no way for him to trip you up and get you in a position that's not for you. Because you're right.
He's not even right. And I mean, man, it is so easy, right? When I first came into what I'm in, I used to buck like that. I ain't gonna lie, I used to buck. Oh, I don't gotta show you that. No, shut up. Give him the driver's license, which they gave you. That's their shit. Give it to him. Answer his questions respectfully, right? If you live it right, everything that you say gonna go right in accordance with what he needs. If you don't have insurance and registration, by you conducting yourself right, and I'm gonna say it, the Caucasian police, he gonna let you ride. I'm in the deep south. And I'm not telling you to do it. I'm not advocating. I'm saying I've had issues like that where I was lost on my insurance. We didn't have registration. I conducted myself right and talked right to him. Hey, man, get on down. He didn't even trip. No ticket, nothing.
That's what I was saying early. That's what not to glorify all police. Right. That ain't how it works for everybody. But that's what I was saying. I've encountered a situation with no insurance, no license, weed on me. And the police said, man, go here, bro. Go and wash your suit.
Right.
So I don't want to make it seem like police is just terrible. But I don't want, you know what I'm saying? Just niggas is terrible. I don't want the same thing on us. So this is a good topic to discuss what's right and what's wrong with how they handle this. And like the sister said, this looks like some fix-it shit. But even at our level, what not to do to allow this. So it's a lot to learn from this situation.
Right. The Democratic Party knew, Joe Biden, they knew this back in the 70s. They knew this was coming right here. They said, if we get the man out the house, automatically the woman, she ain't going to teach. And I'm not down in sisters, but they know most of our sisters are so occupied trying to really kind of keep their own selves in the house in order. You're not teaching business or law or civics or whatever at home. You just going to set your baby down and turn the TV on. Your baby going to get taught from the TV. The Democratic Party knows this because they the CIA. They run the television programming.
Come on.
So we got the brother out the house. We got the child being raised by the TV. As soon as the child acts like the mama out emotionally, we're going to gun them down. Say, man, you young brothers, y'all need to get in these libraries, get you some reading and studying done, get your game tight, learn how to get you a trade. You need to hey, look here. They got their Milwaukee. If you don't know the difference between an impact drill and a regular drill, go over there and learn this shit on YouTube. Get you a tool belt, a tape measure, get you a trade. Get out these streets because the streets is a graveyard for you young niggas. Y'all need to go to jail anyway so you can get some push-ups on. Because y'all so little and sad. They need to go to the jail. They need to go spray it out and eat some biscuits and gravy every day and do 800 push-ups in the morning before 7 o'clock.
Sure the push-ups is right to you. For
real. They need to go out. I'm kidding.
And that shit hilarious. That's what you're scared of right there. You want to go out there and do the push-ups. But yeah, man.
I'm gone, bro. One love to the family, man. Take care, bro. I love the show, bro.
Thank you so much, champion. I love every bit of that conversation, man. Don't be afraid to call in. You sit up in my chat room talking that shit. You feel me? Because either you can't explain yourself with your speech patterns and your knowledge. Don't explain yourself with your Twitter fingers. Ain't nobody defending no racist, nothing. You hear what we saying. Call in, get involved, but you gotta be intelligent. You're not just gonna come over here and spew BLM rhetoric and not know what you're talking about. Make some sense about it. We hear people all the time in opposition to my opinion. I let them rock. And some things I even ponder later and say, wow. But what we're not going to do is use this programming of attitude, throw some hip movement and some head movement and start defending and stuff. Attack it full steam ahead. You got George Soros, Black Lives Matter, Ben Crump, all them finna redirect your energy and have it explode. And I'm trying to stop it from happening. 379 people in this chat room. Make it happen. Coffee and Kush TV. Hit that like button and subscribe. I would like to thank, who is this in here in my super chat? Narc Slayer, the caller from NYC. Thank you for that $50 donation in the super chat. I'll stay grinding. That's just what it is. And who was this? Shout out to the family in the super chat. Family in the super chat, Cash App, cash tag is Gills Gang. Thank you for that. Always putting out the truth. Cat Row are nothing. 424-209-9506. Find time to be alive. If you just entered the chat room, you can hit the like button for sure. I'm kind of weary. I got this is my subject matter right here. This is my, how many shows I did this week? It's just growing and growing and growing. We got actual adults calling in. We got actual people, adults in the chat room. We just growing and growing and growing. Must be young Pharaoh fans finally realizing. Press 1. It's probably YP fans saying since he ain't around, the mind control is missing. He's on his gamer page playing video game. He probably run around here chatting in my chat room. Press 1. You got nothing to do, and that's okay. The sister called in earlier, said it. I used to listen to YP, and suddenly he ain't around no more. That's what happened. That's suddenly. You can't mind control you sisters no more. You just got Kevin, and more Kevin. Dylan, and more Dylan. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Mama Riding.
Mama Riding.
267.
What's up?
267 Philly in the building.
What's up? East Coast in the building, Philly. What's up?
Yes, sir. You know, I knew it was some men out there in the audience. I was just waiting to hear them come forward.
Yeah.
Because I was tired of hearing these little Democrat, little boy mindset, ain't never did right a day in their life and want somebody to codify them doing wrong. Okay?
Come on.
First of all, don't y'all know they got a computer in the police car? When they riding behind you,
well, it's a damn shame
your license is in the back.
It's a damn shame.
Your license is the same, right?
Yeah.
Your license plate is in the back. If the police is behind you, they see the plate before they see you. Okay? They done ran your plate and know when they stop the car who you is. Now, first of all, why would the mama give him a car that ain't legal? Because she ain't right.
Come on.
I'm tired of these people. They take pleasure in doing wrong, and then want somebody to justify them and say it was right. If that's her car, she was riding dirty. Why you gonna let your son ride dirty? Okay. He get out the car. First of all, you see, the man was never handcuffed. All right, they didn't get a chance. The police didn't get a chance to put the handcuff on him. That's when he bucked and ran.
Right.
Hot back in the car. And whenever he did get shot, that's how he drove off. Second of all, it was somebody else in the car.
It was somebody else in the car.
It was somebody else in the car.
Now, let me,
girlfriend was in the car.
Before we even go there, so the other caller, and y'all telling me he had paperwork in his. How did the car start up and is ready to go already? If he wasn't getting away, you telling me he jumped in the car, gets shot, starts the car up, puts it in gear, and takes the bug off? Hell no, that car ready to go.
Like you said, the police want to go home to their family just like you want to go home to yours. They done ran the man plate. They done ran his name. He's wanted for a gun charge.
The kid is in the car, and the baby's in the car, and the girlfriend is in the car too. Oh my goodness! Go ahead, go.
The girl in the car.
Oh,
all right.
Goodness.
He's wanted for a gun charge. The man, he start reaching. How you know what he reaching for?
How they know? I wasn't there. How they know?
How they know what he reaching for?
Come on.
This is not justification. This is just stating the facts. We got to get out of the mindset of, because he was black, he was in the right. No. Y'all got to get out of the mindset of justifying these little criminalistic, up to no good. You understand what I'm saying? Looking for an excuse. Let me
God, you shouldn't. This is what they need to hear. Community outrage. And Black Lives Matter need to hear you're not finna hijack the struggles of real people who've been shot down and real family who lost and just start jumping around on everything, even things that's not right. Now, I don't know what's right and wrong. I do know what's right and wrong, but I don't know how this is going to play out. I don't know how this is going to play out, but we got
people running around. We got people running around the street here in a so-called protest for something that happened 2,000 miles away. Okay, where you could, if you looking at what they allowed us to see, okay, for the person who said that the gun didn't went off, you do realize they stopped the film because here in America they really don't show you dead bodies and bloodshed and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so if you didn't see the original footage, that's why. Because they stopped the tape. Okay? However, this is my thing. We want to justify a bunch of criminalistic behavior. You know, it's the same mindset to get that free cable when you ain't paying the bill. Yeah, I go hook you up. You know what I mean? Just be sucking off somebody's electric line because you don't want your electric cut off, so you get somebody else to hook your line up to somebody else's line. You know, that little underhanded, criminalistic, unjustified, criminalistic behavior. We got to come out of that. We got to come out of that. Now, the whole saying is, when you start to jiggle, the police start to giggle.
Oh, the fuck.
Okay.
You said the whole underhead.
You know it. You know I'm telling the truth. You know I'm telling the truth. But in the meantime, when even their own people talk about where the money at, now we got another situation, another handcrafted situation to take people's mindset off of where the money went. And far as these Black Lives Matter people, Bob, Lucifer, and Moloch folks.
Yeah, we don't fuck them up. They fucked up.
Okay. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all need to just go ahead on, find y'all some lawyers, take some of that money, hire you some lawyers other than Ben Crump. Because he's not no criminal lawyer.
Crump ain't no IRS tax evasion.
Find you a good criminal defendant lawyer. Okay? Because that's what y'all need. See, but this is just another distraction. I'm sorry the young man lost his life. Let's not get it twisted. Everybody deserves life, as long as they're going to have it.
That's right.
The Most High is in control of all of that. Everybody got a date and a time, and you just don't know when or how you going. But go back and tear up the rest of the neighborhood over somebody's unfortunate circumstances that they helped to create. Let's not get it twisted. Because if the board just would have complied, they're going to take you in, run the paperwork. You be in there a couple weeks. They're going to have a case. You get a bail. They're going to raise money for that instead of raising money for your funeral.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, so this is what it's like when realness come. You know, that's right. You better think on the spot how to go down. You be on Fox News running around in a Tacoma pickup truck thinking you out running the police for no reason.
For what? First of all, he needs to go to jail. He pulling pistols on people and robbing folks. Who is he robbing? Other folks of color. He's not robbing the white folks. He in his neighborhood robbing the neighborhood people, whatever. People of his own kind.
Looking for weak victims.
We supposed to justify that?
Looking for weak victims.
You understand?
And then when they put this out, they already putting out, we don't care about his record. Yes, we do.
See? You ought to care about his record.
Because they trying to stop them from knowing what the fuck that record is. What we dealing with? Somebody who belongs on the cops criminal show or something? What the fuck? Come on.
Mighty funny. All of these folks got a record. I ain't heard near clean person yet that they raising Cain over.
Come on.
Okay? George Floyd, he had a record. Supposed to done pulling pistols, holding on a pregnant woman.
I know. Candace Owens said a pregnant woman. And I was saying, what? Woman. Yes. They don't tell us this.
Blake. Here's Jacob Blake. Here's another one. They was there because of a domestic violence situation.
That's the one who was shot with the knife and shit?
That's the one that reached in, was getting in the truck or reach over and shot him in the back.
I saw that. I said, I'm not, man, I grew up in South Central, man. I'm not finna give me some crazy shit. All right, go ahead.
You reaching somewhere. Here's another one. He was reaching for paperwork. His paperwork on his ass now, ain't it?
That's wait a minute. That's what they said he was reaching for, his paperwork?
That's what was the caller talking about. He was reaching for paperwork.
Now here it goes again.
What is he reaching for? What is he reaching for? He had no business reaching.
And what was it with Breonna? What was it with Breonna Taylor and them? What was about them?
Breonna Taylor, here they pulled that up 3, 4, 5 months later after that even happened. Nobody even had nothing to say about that.
What was it? What was up with her?
The thing was with her boyfriend was a pusher.
Oh, so he
had paperwork on that address.
So they had the trap house at the address where the police ran in.
That's what I'm saying. And then the boyfriend shot first.
And the boyfriend shot first?
The boyfriend shot first because he didn't know who was trying to break in the house.
Oh my goodness. So they returned fire, she get hit.
That's right.
Oh my goodness. I'm not here to play with these. I'm not here to play with these folks.
Why ain't nobody raising hell about the young boy they found wrapped up in the carpet in the high school?
Well, yeah, why stay not there with the carpet with the young man who was wrapped up? We've been trying to get this investigation. Where y'all at when things go to happen for good young men who are in school?
That's what I'm saying.
Where y'all at now?
Where you at? Then I'm looking on the screen. Where the black folks at? I'm seeing all these white folks marching about Black Lives Matter.
Antifa again.
Where did it come from?
Where Antifa come from?
Where did it come from? Where did it come from? Huh? So then they can come in, get you little brain dead little folks to tear up your own neighborhood. Know your grandmama need to go get her medication out the pharmacy. Know your mama need to go get something. You always crying about you hungry. Here, they'll go tear the market up. Ain't nowhere to go shopping at. Huh? And what happened? Them Black Lives Matter folk will get on the train, go back to the suburbs.
That's right, and move back to Topanga Canyon. They're going to move back to their $1.4 million homes that they just bought.
Which, we're going to take the money from Black Lives Matter that was donated off of black people pain and probably, I take it and say it myself. Ain't not one of them people they bought the house from, none of us. Get the money right back to them. Okay?
The young man who passed away name was Kendrick Johnson. Say his name, Black Lives Matter.
Kendrick Johnson. Rest your soul in peace, son.
Because Crump not involved, so they're not going over there.
Yeah, where they at? Where they at? Boy wrapped up in a carpet in the school. How he wrapped himself up?
Because they want a real civil, a real criminal case prosecuted. They don't want civil. They don't want a $27 million payout. The real families of real tragedy want the criminal court to charge them guilty before any civil damages are even appropriated.
How you pay the civil case before the criminal case?
You don't. Where the fuck did this come from? You pay $27 million.
Even OJ case?
Yeah.
Even OJ case, they paid. That's where they started this civil stuff at. But even OJ case paid after
they paid
the criminal
after.
Case.
Who get paid first? Then got you black folk out there. The family already took the money before the.
All right, so what's the problem?
So what's the problem? He ain't gonna get off. So the family already took the money. So what's the problem? Don't even talk about George Floyd. Don't even talk about it. No. 27. How much did they get? $27 million. So y'all still out here perpetrating as if he's finna really go to jail for a long time or something, and then go get yourself riled up while they laughing in the background on how to make 20, 30, $100 million off. You go buy some more homes.
But these folks have already said if the police don't get arrested, if the police don't get locked up, they're gonna burn, loot, and maraud anyway. They've been saying that since last year.
Who said that?
So how come ain't none of them been threatened, been locked up for terroristic threats?
Oh, it's gonna go down.
They already listed as a domestic terrorist organization.
Somebody said
Black
justice for Katrina, murdered by an illegal MS-13 gang member.
Hell no.
They're not coming over there. They're not messing with nothing that don't concern money and being crump, because they just don't care. Thank you for the call.
No, they don't care.
Anything else you want to say, sister?
God bless you, son. I love you. I don't care what none of these.
Oh my goodness. The phone line cut. I don't care what none of these. And the phone hung up. Boy, Coffee and Kush TV, 424-209-9506. Damn. I love that. I love when you get to talking about me, G. 424-209-9506. Coffee and Kush TV, the most underrated podcast on YouTube. On YouTube. Talk about it. 424-209-9506. 917 New York, you're on the air. What up?
Hi, how you doing, Professor? This is Truth Hurt from Brooklyn.
What's up, Truth Hurt? What's on your mind?
I was thinking to finally connect with your Patreon, so I'm proud.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for that. Thank you for the support.
Welcome. I don't know if I'm too loud.
No, you just turn the TV down.
Yeah. I think that you're having a very great show, and that you're right. And the other young man, I don't think he fully understood what you was saying in reference to making sure he analyzed, the tape and everything, so that that it would be more on point. I did look at it, and what I see is because years ago I was a former member of the administration that would receive one of those calls when they do a stop and frisk, and I found that when they did, based on the video, that they would have first called it in. We would have told them whether or not it was a hit and the nature of it, so they would have known how to perceive and approach it. And then also, they were supposed to tell the young man to cut the car off and remove the keys, once they realized that he was supposed to have been, what you call it, he got for the warrant. So, because they know a lot of people will try to take off in the vehicle, and then by then both officers would have been on both sides just in case, Then they would have told him to get out, put your hands on top of the car
and spread just in case he has a weapon. Also, the ask for license and registration. You know, if you ever got stuck, say license and registration, please, and they watch you when you go into the glove compartment and you give it to them. Okay, so I didn't see that, but what I did see is he didn't cuff the gentleman, and because he was in training, it should have been a superior, officer that was more experienced.
I think that was her. I think that was her.
Really?
Yes, I think that's right.
Well,
I think that's why, because the news is saying she's 20 years in this. She's been doing this. I'm like, oh, she was a superior then. And I'm looking at why are the other officers looking at her like they're surprised, like, oh shit, what do we do now? It's because she's the superior officer. The other officer who looks like he's fumbling with the handcuffs looks more rookie-ish than her, and she would be the one that was saying taser, 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 and then shoots. But she's been in the game a long time, what makes her the superior officer. The black cop behind her caught my attention because he was looking at her like, so what do we do now? Which leads me to believe that he's looking at her like, you're the superior, you just shot him. No way. Right. They forgot to chase him. They didn't even go to the superior officer, don't shot him, So, yeah.
Right.
This is bad.
And I think right. And you remember your show, which was great yesterday with the 900 million. I think that people are catching on and asking, where is this money at?
Where
because
is the money?
Right. And you kept saying, wow, there's going to be a lot of distractions.
Yep.
A lot of, unfortunately, things like this, everything, the laws away. As soon as it's from the music industry, you got that distraction. Then it's a civilian distraction. So I think people was asking too, why is it always like brothers that seem to be getting killed? So I find it odd. I'm not saying that, but what are the odds that is now it's a biracial couple? So they don't give you fully a brother, but somehow they take away from it, but use the same tactics.
It looked like he looks Asian. To be real with, I'm gonna be real with you. He looks Asian.
Right,
Go
right.
ahead.
Well, I thought, right, but I'm just saying, like, it kind of they was trying to distract us, and I think to create a racial riot, like you've been telling us, to sit back, let them play out of, let them do what they call themselves doing because they're getting exposed. And I just want to thank you for that because you're right on point. And, and I agree too, unfortunately, many children do grow up without both parents in the house. A lot of brothers are incarcerated. And once you expose this thing with these high-end corporate men have, and that are foreigners that have our people and others. I would never take away from that because no matter what, to me, all life is precious. You cannot play the race card, but you just want to make sure so they don't, because we have our children and stuff we have to be concerned with, But I just found the whole way that they handle it is somewhat suspect. And I think when you started really talking about this money as well as other, very few YouTubers, nobody's doing it like you. So let me just say that, because you're unbiased and you allow callers to interact. These are our views and our opinion, and I appreciate you for that. And I thank you because you are provoking people to come outside of the box and think and, investigate and pay attention because they are trying to distract us. And so for that, I just wanted to call in and tell you you're doing an excellent job, and I'm very proud of you as a black, well, I don't like to say black, but, as a brother, a young brother. And you are, reaching out and you're encouraging other brothers to let their voice be heard because it's so necessary. And us as sisters, we need to truly, back y'all up and be that strength, too, for y'all. So thank you for that. And that's all I wanted to say. And have a blessed day.
Thank you, Queen.
You and the Okay, take care.
Yes, ma'am. That's not so hard. That's not so hard, right there. Coffee and Kush TV. Shout out to the supporters in my Cash App. Cash tag is Gills Gang. If you're learning something for the show. Black man created all races, including Asian. Sir, God created all the races. There's no such thing as a black man in the world. If you think you a black man and belong in a Crayola box, you belong in Bungalow 54, and then you start the transition into becoming self-aware that you are not a color in the crayon box. So even Jay, you sound like you smart in your brain, you sound stupid over here. There's not a YouTube page. You sound stupid here in this university. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air. What up?
Hey, what up? I'm talking about Daunte Wright incident. And it seems to me like, the black dude, I think he was the rookie. He almost had the handcuffs on, but he had turned to the right, like he said to look at the superior officer. And then that's when Daunte tried to run. But it goes back to why don't I never see white people running when they be getting pulled over? So it goes to
I see them running all the time.
I'm just saying, like, getting shot though. That's what I really mean. But it goes back to like the wealth disparity because, like you said, even if you get locked up, you just comply, you get pulled over, broken tail light, whatever. If you just comply, even if they arrest you, what your bond gonna be? $500?
Yep.
Or you get an I bond? So it goes back to people don't want to go to jail. But if you're doing something wrong or you got warrants, you just gotta go to jail. Find out, and then you'll be right back on the street. You know? So that's what it goes to me at, so that's why I see a lot. Like even George Floyd, he didn't want to go to jail, Even the dude back last year in Atlanta with that pointed tased at the police officer that got caught at Wendy's. He didn't want to go to jail. So when you reach come to the grown man status, you're like, okay, police pull me over. Even if I got a broken tail light, pull me over. Boom, okay, write your ticket, do what you got to do. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to go home, So that's the only point I'm trying to make. It goes to a wealth disparity because I'm not worried about if I get pulled over, if they taking me to jail. You know what I'm saying? Because what they gonna do? Make the bond $10 million?
Yeah, right.
So
right.
So you just got to sacrifice that time, that 2 or 3 hours that you're in jail, till your parents come. So that's the issue. What was that, Daunte? Did his mom and them have $10,000 for a bill or $1,000 if he had a warrant? So that's why he ran, because just say if he was living, right, and he got locked up, he would have to call mom and daddy, and then they would have been tripping. Like, man, boy, you got in trouble again? You got to come up with $1,000? So you know how it goes. He's 20 years old. We all been 20 years old before. And I remember when I was 20, I used to cuss the cops out when they used to pull me over.
Right.
So, but now I'm a grown man. I don't need to cuss the cops out.
Right.
One, I got insurance. I got insurance. I got my license, and I got money in the bank. Do what you got to do and leave me alone. That's it.
Well said.
I was like, people need to start addressing,
And we haven't discussed that side of things, but we discussed the aunties and uncles, my mama said, but in reality, if you out here down bad, at least have some money in the bank so you don't be that in fear of going to jail. And you made a good point. George Floyd was very afraid of going to jail. He didn't want to go. This young man didn't want to go most of the time. None of us want to go. But if you got jail money, and those of us who've been to jail know the people and can look and like, damn, you bailing out. They look more comfortable than you. And they on their way up out of here. They be out of here in an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. They got 1,000, 5,000 somewhere to get themselves out. Some type of leverage they created out here for themselves. You got to do that too. So you're right.
So that goes back to that wealth disparity and restitution / reparations, whichever one we get. And I'll let you care, bro.
Thank you, champion. Another beautiful caller. Got to respect that. The wealth callers just calling it. Yeah, it goes back to that wealth, man. You got enough money to bail out. You ain't too worried about going to jail. You be out in a minute. That's facts. That's facts. And now with the COVID, barely going to jail on anything. Gun cases getting thrown out. Press one. I've seen it. They were throwing gun cases out in California. Yeah, man, my third one. I'm walking around. I was about to shoot these niggas. Police pulled me over. I got this big old 45 with the gun, hollow tip, and I got on my own reconnaissance. Damn. Yeah, they said it's not a threat. That's just because I'm a felon with a gun, and it's not a threat because I wasn't assaulting nobody. I was just waving it around to the moon. I was shooting a video.
To send a voicemail, press 2.
Golfing and Kush TV, you're there.
What's up, kid? This is B from Ohio.
And what up, B? What's on your mind, champion?
Just calling and chime in with the call.
Yes, sir.
Daunte Wright made all the wrong decisions.
Come on.
Wrong moves. And he just didn't own up to his fault. I mean, at the end of the day, that's all it boils down to. And not just him, but it's anybody in that situation that you found yourself in. If you're doing the wrong thing, you gotta own up to it. When they say you being a man, that's what it is. Owning your fault. All right, I did the crime, so I gotta deal with whatever come with it. These youngsters out here nowadays, they just all they know how to do is be bad, but they won't accept what they did. They won't accept punishment, or they don't want punishment, prosecution. All they want to do is be free and live in the streets and be in the streets. But at the end of the day, the streets will always be there. You the one that's gonna get removed from the streets. But you can avoid all that if you just do the right thing initially. He knew he was wrong for trying to run from the police. He knew he was wrong for riding dirty. Regardless if he did or did not know that his mom didn't have a car registered, he knew it wasn't registered to him. So just right there, he could have nipped it in the bud. He called an Uber, called the bus, did whatever he had to do, and still be alive today.
Yeah.
And not even having to deal with the law. It's just basically you need to use your common sense to maneuver through life. That's at every level. Like, especially when you're dealing with the police. Like, I done been encountered by police all across America. I done even been encountered by police in another country. And I mean, I can't say all them times been great, but majority of those times it's just as kosher. It's just if I was doing something that I didn't know was wrong or something, address it, or speeding or something. We already got a speeding ticket somewhere, but like, I mean, I owned it right there. You want my license? I asked him. And I put my hands in my glove box to see him. You could come in my car with me to get it. You want to get it? Like, whatever the case may be to get you home. Like, a lot of these people, they be caught up on getting back to the streets. Like, I hate when people say that. Like, bro, you'll be back home to the streets in 6 months. Why would you come back home to doing the same thing?
That's right.
Really, you want to come home to be at home.
And go harder with your life and what's doing right. Especially when you ain't got nothing to knock you down. If you come home, that means you ain't got no warrants. I mean, you got a perfect opportunity to do right this time.
Right. You've been replenished at that point. Replenished of your dignity, your status of being a bad person.
That's right.
Whatever the case
you served your debt, even if it's a ticket you didn't pay. You say you feel it too. I served my damn debt to society. That's what the fuck it feels like. And you like, damn, I'm free as a bird.
I'm going back home. I'm about to get back in the street.
You know what I mean? Hey, B, you know how long we be running from our own demise with our own warrants? I was running from a warrant from 2015, bro, over some damn tickets, bro.
Right.
So
you could have nipped it in the bud right
a long time ago.
6 months, 6 days.
It didn't have to leave from one situation to say, Kev, well, you actually did pretty good in this situation, but unfortunately you got a warrant from 2015 and you gotta go to jail right now. And today's Thursday, so you gotta be in jail all weekend just to go and have us tell you have a great day. When I could have nipped it in the bud years ago. I wasn't driving no cars out here. And if the police pulled me over, I was not ducking and dodging, weaving and shit.
You know, that what that was to you was just a reality check.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm moving right. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but I still got to deal with something from my past.
Yep.
From my past dealings with the laws and how you supposed to act according to the law. You ain't finished what you had to finish. You ain't faced that yet.
That's right.
So that was like your last step to fully being replenished, like a refresh or a new slate. Right.
That's
there.
right.
And see that's like with these young men that's raised by my mama said now, like they need that daddy because they need to see their daddy go through something and see how he deal with it head on. May that be the law. May that be the lights get cut off. May that be whatever scenario life hurdle going. But they need to see how they father addresses that situation and how he overcomes it. Because the mama said he gonna scheme a way out of it or scheme a way through it or put it in somebody else's name.
That's all they know.
X, Y, Z.
That's all they know. They know how to put it in everybody else's name, don't they, B?
Man.
What person they put and who they learning from?
They learned it from their mama, and their mama put it in their name. So who car was it? He riding around dirty in.
His mama.
Come on.
Who out here making excuses for him?
Mama.
And who called in today on my show to make an excuse and she lying her motherfucking ass off? My mama in them.
Mama said crew.
The mama said crew. Always defend him because I'm going to tell you something. When you dead, your mama. All right? When you go to jail, my mama said. The police going to come get your mama when they need you to tell on yourself too.
That's cold. That's cold. See, and then just the parables on how it line up. His name, Daunte Wright. But he's doing everything
Ain't wrong.
Just play on that. Come on, man. Even in his name told him to do the right thing.
Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me live on the air. They gonna say Kev don't got a fucking heart. Don't do this to me live on the air, bro. I'll be thinking we really in school, but this is your ass goofy as hell. Everything wrong with his name. Everything he did was wrong though, and not to condemn because it's fresh on these people's mind. They're a little emotional, but you know it comes to a point where we gotta. Yeah, you gotta. This is the man cave, y'all. You don't like it? You can go to another channel where they play on your feelings, but. We know as men, there's things we can act tough with the law and things that we can't. We rah and this one and that one. But when it come down and you want it for a gun and all this, it's time to. Why you ain't got that type of common sense? And it's stemming from home training, robbing women and shit. I'm not into that. I'm not into destroying communities, B, over these types of individuals.
I see you doing it. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna tell the law like, yep, that one right there did. I'm not going for that. I don't want my kids raised around nothing like that. I don't want that in my community. And I'm watching it. I told you, I watch for the kids in my community. Probably like 25, 30 kids on my street. Everything's gonna be in line. Y'all not out here touching or y'all ain't hooping. His rules and regulations. I'm like all they daddy. Some of them do got daddy. Majority of them don't. But I lay the land of the law for them just to see how it's supposed to be. To see me get off work. I go to work same time when they going to school. I come back from work after they got out of school. I come check. I'm pulling up like, hey, you did your homework yet? You cleaned your house? Yeah, your mama said like, and I make it to their family.
Man, these Democrats got their kids out here listening to King Von doing their fingers like this one. And putting two fingers on their head. They're doing their best impersonation of an NBA young boy. These little kids is 3-4 years old. Everybody damn Democrat.
Yeah, the little TikTok kids.
That's right.
Kids crazy.
No, even worse than that. Even worse than these parents is dressing these kids up, and it's really a shame. And we need to get some order around here. At least start the conversation of that. Anything else you want to say?
Nah, that's all I really had. Just had to make sure I got in here.
Well, looks like time. Is it like time for me to drive me a truck, man? I feel like driving me a truck or fighting in a simulated war or something, man. My brain is fried. Thank you for taking part in the show, B.
No problem. One love, everybody. KRU. Coffee and Kush always.
Wow, man. Yeah, Coffee and Kush TV. Thank y'all for the call. Beautiful conversation. And I see that people really enjoy talking about the things that really matter. Man, got a crazy show I want to do on. I don't know if I want to come back in 30 minutes, grab something to eat, make a little jailhouse spread or something like that, some shit I learned. And I don't know if I want to come back and do the NBA young boy. No. Quando Rondo. I want to ask y'all a question. Can I do that one time? This has set me up for my next show. Can I do that? Press 1. Press 1. If I can do that, press 1. I want to ask y'all a question. If I prove to y'all that Quando Rondo and King Von's manager was smoking a blunt before it all went down together, what would y'all say? Should I come back and do that one? That's what I'm asking. Would y'all be here to watch me come back in an hour? I ain't gonna smoke a cigarette or something. Shit, my brain. But I believe that this is the most craziest shit ever. I'm sitting up here listening to this shit. And I believe I got this guy. I'm coming back as Judge Gills, of course, saying that he was smoking a blunt. I think I got this nigga saying he was smoking a blunt with somebody. It just so happened to pull up and it was smoking. Coffee and Kush TV. I see y'all in an hour. Jeez, man. Say it ain't so. You already know King Von's manager was the manager of YMW Melly, and YMW Melly is the guy killing his friends, and Bortland just went back to jail. Fuck with these. Turns out the manager, King Von's manager, is the one that gave police the cell phone of YMW Melly. So while all that is coming out, I'm doing my research. I wake up with an epiphany. I'm listening to the story. And, oh, shit, this shit's still going on here? And I say to myself, I'm listening to Quando Rondo. He's like, I'm smoking a blunt. And I'm listening. Wait a minute. I have an epiphany. I know somebody else who was smoking a blunt. Coming up next, Coffee and Kush TV Conspiracy Hour continue. King Von's and YNW Melly's manager, was he smoking with Quando Rondo? And if so, why are they hiding that? Coffee and Kush TV. I see y'all in a minute. And as always, family,